Oh, girl, the quality in this first clip is trash. Just want you to know. But we will prevail. Hey, friends, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to do a silk press on my good friend and longtime client, Michaela. Hey, girl.
What's crazy is I had a whole clip of the detangling process, child. I sectioned it into 4 parts. I did everything, and I can't find it. And then we went and she tried to send it to me again, and it didn't load on my hard drive. So I was like, I don't care. But I kind of took that as a sign that YouTube doesn't need another tutorial. So if that's what you think that this is, girl, I am so sorry, but this ain't that. Okay? You still here? Don't worry. I'll add in a couple of my techniques and products that I use. But for my first video, I wanted to focus on something a little deeper. There's so much misinformation on social media, and I just wanted to create a space outside of my suite where we can talk and clear some things up.
So before I get too deep into this video, I want to say thank you to Michaela and all of those who've served and are active in our military. From a hairstylist perspective, I will add my 2 cents and say that I am not a fan of the buns and ponytails because I think they are incredibly harsh on our hair. But aside from that, I thank you so much for your services.
But yeah, back to my little rant. Over the past few months, I've gotten a lot of new girls who've gotten their courage to put shears to their hair from people on YouTube. And I just want to know, who is telling you to do that? Don't get me wrong, we can learn a lot from this platform, and I'm all about learning and growth, but taking advice from people who aren't credible stylists with clients who vary in texture, just don't do that. Put the scissors down. I know it's tempting, and I know you've been convinced to think that you know what you're doing. But I'm telling you before you do it, put the scissors down and find a hairstylist that specializes in what you're trying to achieve. You're probably like, nope. I've gone to a stylist that's cut off too much of my hair, or I've gone to a stylist that's done whatever to my hair. I know. Literally every new client that sits in my chair has told me their story. And it's so sad. It's so sad because you actually may needed that haircut, but that stylist just didn't communicate that to you. And because they didn't communicate that, it created fear. And I'll be the first to tell you, I know why it's fear when entrusting a new stylist. I fix a lot of people's work. And it's not shade, because we all have to start somewhere. Insert hashtag, when you know better, you go better. Now, let's talk about what your stylist didn't tell you. So, Michaela and most of my girls are on a regimen. And to make it easy, we timestamp everyone's journey and everyone's trim by the season. Now, this may not be how every stylist goes about it, but it works over here. This is Michaela's winter trim, so she doesn't need another one until spring. Now, granted, if she decides to get braids or something, that'll affect the timing, but usually it's every season. That way, we can monitor how our hair responded to the weather or maybe the products that we've used over the past 6 to 8 weeks. Now pay attention to this part. If we're making sure that we've got all the dead ends and split ends and damaged ends off in our last trim, the only thing we need to do in our next trim is maintain the growth that we made. I try to remind every new client that I see that regardless of the condition of their hair, technically it will still grow. But I also remind them that all the growth that you've made doesn't count when the strands are damaged. And because your hair is damaged, it'll probably break a lot easier, shed faster, and no matter what 4A through Z texture you have, all of the products that you keep buying won't work because your hair is not healthy enough to receive it. I know I can't teach you 1,500 hours worth of hair school education in one video, but if you've made it this far, I'm proud of you. And thank you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel or even follow my Instagram for what I don't post on YouTube. I'll be showing a lot on this channel, but my main goal is to help curly girls in general just take care of their hair. I'm going black, I'm sorry, but we went from loving our afros to listening to society tell us that they were too big or too bold. So we relaxed it, which I'm not mad at the relaxer, I promise. But you know, we fried our hair, we've dyed it, and then it broke off, and then one way or another we go back to being natural, and we forget that the techniques that we use on our relaxed hair can't be used on our natural hair. And then we get frustrated and we go to YouTube trying to find or figure out a solution to our problem. So we stack up on a bunch of products that don't work because we're overthinking that we need to find something that works for our porosity, or then when we realize that that's not working because that's not the problem, we try to rake a flat iron through it 1,000,000 times and trying to figure out why is our hair so puffy, like it's not working, and then we get mad, and then we get a wig, and then the wig is pulling out our edges, and then oh my gosh, the cycle. This cycle in our community is very real, and the habits we pick up aren't always okay. But shout out to the good stylists though. We are out here, and we are willing to guide you and help you because that's what we went to school for. And even if you haven't gone to school yet and hair is just a hobby, you should still look into it. Because if you found this video in hopes that you were trying to learn how to do a silk press, I promise there's so much more you can learn. But if you've made it to the end of this video, I hope you were able to learn something new. And if all of what I've said is something that you already known, I hope you enjoyed watching me give Michaela these curls. Come on, spray. Come on, spray. And I thank you so much for watching. Be on the lookout for my next video. I did a little questionnaire on my Instagram a few weeks ago. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about professionalism. Okay, girls. It's giving what it's supposed to give. So until next time, friends. Love you. Bye.